When it comes to buy a car, Sammy, no one goes to Costco.
No, I bought a car from Costco. Much cheaper.
Yeah.
No hassling, no nothing.
But only 3 wheels. Don't get fussy. Costco hearing aids are 1/3 the price.
Really?
1/3.
Wow.
Are they good? My mother has it. And
So Rambam Sefer Zmanim Rekhot Chametz U'Matzah.
I had a hard time.
148, I said before. Thank you.
Zmanim, please open Zmanim Chametz U'Matzah.
Yeah, no, she went. We did it, and then she 3 times. We were coming out.
Probably the only place that's gonna happen.
David, you really bought a car from Costco?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, they sent me to the dealer.
Obviously.
With, no, with the price already.
Yeah, they have deals. They really have deals.
You just pick it up.
Same company, but I got only 42.
I think you could buy diamond ring also.
Not cheap.
Good.
No, you could buy.
I'm serious.
You could buy gold also. Gold coins, I think, they're selling, right? Also.
Look at Rambam Chametz U'Matzah Perek Aleph. Halacha Zayin. Says the Rambam, Perek Aleph Halacha Zayin Chametz U'Matzah. Here.
It's after Yom Tov.
Oh yeah, you remember from yesterday, yes. Perek Aleph Halacha Zayin.
Right.
האוכל מן החמץ. Yesterday we looked in Gemara Yoma and we saw that from any type of ma'achalot asurot like chelev, non-kosher meat, basar b'chalav, or whatever, orla, if you take a bite, which is you, it's assumed in the Torah, but now it's punishable as, let's say, a kazait orla in Israel. You take grapes. This is by every avera. Look at Halacha Zayin. Ha'ochel min ha'chametz atzmo bepesach kolshu. On Pesach, you take one bite from a pizza, from a cookie. Harei ze asur min ha'Torah. If the Rambam would stop here, everyone would understand it, and there's no need for the Rambam to write it. Because this is a rule across the board, there's no exception to the rule. By every ma'achalot asurot, if you eat a kazait, it's 39 lashes. If you eat less, it's asur min Torah. Here, the Rambam suddenly, right here, gives us a pasuk. Shene'emar, lo ye'achel chametz. לא כתוב לא תאכל, לא תאכל means אכילה by me and you is always a kazait. לא יאכל, any type of chametz, any amount of chametz should not be eaten. All the commentators, which we are going to see in a minute, are wondering why does he need a new pasuk? If I cannot take a bite of a non-kosher food, as we saw yesterday, either because chazer leitztarufe or because of the pasuk called chelev, why do I need a new pasuk for chametz? ואף על פי רמב"ם continues, ואף על פי כן אינו חייב כרת. If you eat a כזית, you חייב כרת. אף על פי כן, if you eat less than a כזית, אינו חייב כרת. או קורבן. There's no קורבן anyway בקורבן פסח, אלא על כשיעור שהוא כזית. If you eat a כזית, then it's כרת, if there's no warning, otherwise מלכות. והאוכל פחות מכזית במזיד, מכים אותו מכת מרדות. מן התורה there's no מלכות, the rabbis are giving you מלכות. So let's start from the A. Look at the כסף משנה. כסף משנה. Everyone has a commentary, the כסף משנה. Look at the הלכה זין. האוכל. קשיא לי, כשאלי עושה את הכסף משנה, למה נקרא בחמץ בפסח? אבל בכל איסורים שבתורה, every עבירה, every time you eat מהכל שלו, קיים על חצי שיעור אסור מן התורה. Why does the Rambam need a new pasuk על חמץ בפסח? If it's across the board, באמת, there's no exception.
He's not taking this from Gemara.
What?
הוא מקשה על הרמב"ם או על הגמרא?
על רמב"ם. This pasuk is the Rambam. It means it's
The Gemara doesn't use this pasuk.
the Gemara doesn't use it for chametz. It says, why does the Rambam need a new pasuk? ועוד קשה, ואם יקרא, and if the Rambam is bringing the pasuk, איפכה מסתבר, איפכה, אבל אין לב אליו מנהל. If you use the pasuk, זה לא יאחר שיעור האכילה משמע. אוקיי, זה כמה דדס, he's asking normally, איפכה זה הפוך. זאת אומרת, אכילה normally means זה כזית, everywhere in the Torah. אכילת מצה, תאכלו מצות, how much? כזית.
So this would teach you that you need kazayit, not that the opposite.
If you use this pasuk, okay, so everyone of course is saying that the Rambam is using the pasuk לא יאכל, לא תאכל, לא תאכל, אתה אל תאכל, אתה אכילה by me and by you, by any type of אכילה, by Sukkot, by Pesach, by this kazayit, okay, but you realize it doesn't answer the first question. So look at the Mishneh LaMelech. Yeah, this is why one of the Rambam that makes everyone happy because everyone has what to say. Look.
So the case of Mishneh did not answer the question.
No, no.
She asked the question that didn't answer.
Look at the Mishneh LaMelech.
Okay.
Look at the Mishneh LaMelech Halakhot Zayin. On the bottom. If it's a new Rambam, it's on the bottom.
It's on the bottom.
Yeah, but you everything right here.
It's a long one, Rabbi.
Yeah, no. Mishneh Melech always, don't worry. We're not going to.
He has time.
First, the Mishneh Melech is summarizing yesterday's Gemara. האוכל מן החמץ עצמו בפסח כלשהו, הרי זה אסור מן התורה. So first he brings you the source. יומא פרק יום הכיפורים עין ד', we saw yesterday. גופה. חצי שיעור רבי יוחנן אמר אסור מן התורה. Any type of bite from anything forbidden אסור מן התורה. וריש לקיש אמר מותר מן התורה. רבי יוחנן אמר אסור מן התורה. Listen to the logic of רבי יוחנן. כיוון דחזי להצטרופי איסור רק האכיל. Every time you take two bites, you have to say that the first one is already part of eating. Otherwise, the second one is also only half. Chazi, Sarufi. I ate one bite. Within 4 minutes, 7 minutes, I can eat the other half. This makes it one. תשמע. יש לקיש אמר מותר באכילה, why? מותר אכילה, אמר רחמנא ברקע. The Torah says don't eat נבלות. אכילה, it's כזה. בערב תאכלו מצות. מה זה תאכלו מצות? Okay, Batara Achi, after the Gemara is presenting the two opinions, Amrinan, Tanya Kevate de Rabbi Yochanan. The Gemara brings the Baraita to support Rabbi Yochanan. Kol Chelev, what is it? Kol Chelev, not Chelev. Chelev, what's the call? Lerabot Chatzi Shiur. The word kol says any amount. So remember, now we have the logic of Chazir Sarufi and Baraita that clears it out from a pasuk. וכתבו התוספות, למאי דאיצטריך לרבי יוחנן טעמה דחזיר הצטרופה. Why did Rabbi Yochanan need the logic of Chazir Itztarufe, which means you can always add the other half and it becomes one? אף אגב דאיתרי בראיתה, even though you have a pasuk, דמרבה לחצי שיעור מקרא דכל חלב ומשום, דהי מקרא דכל חלב, הווה אמינא, עיקר קרא לכוי צריך, והסמכו הקרא. אבל אשתא דקאמר טעמה, I'll explain it in a second, לחזיר הצטרופי, סבראו. מאי טעמה דדרשה גמורה לחצי שיעור. Here, it's very interesting. He says like this. There is one animal called koi. Koi, we're not sure the identity. Is it a behema or chaya? What is the difference? A deer is chaya. A lamb is behema. What is the halachic difference? They're both kosher. One, the blood has to be covered, but the other one, the blood doesn't have to be covered, which is the easy part. But the other one is the chelev, certain parts of the fat. If it's from a lamb, it's karet. If it's from a deer, it's mutar. mutar. מותר, לא, זה כתוב בחומש, כל חלב בהמה, בהמה לא תאכלת. The general rule is, if you offer the animal as a korban, if you can potentially offer this type of animal as a korban, then the chelev is asur. If you notice, yesterday's parasha, every time the chelev is a good part, filet mignon, this part goes to the mizbeach. So every animal that potentially can be offered as a korban, the chelev is asur. The chelev, even if you're not offering it. So now, if you have an which is safek chaya, safek behema, what do you do? You have to cover the blood, and you cannot eat the chelev. Says to Safot, what?
You can't give it.
No, it's not a su, David, it's not a subana. You can sell it to a goy, you can give it to your dog, but you cannot consume it.
It's not like that.
So the Safot are saying, if I would not have the logic of Chazil, it's Tarufi, I would say maybe the Pasuk says, even this animal is a min HaTorah.
For that.
Im lo haya sevara shel Chazil it's Tarufi, I would have said kol, any type of chelev, even this animal that you are not sure is asur. Comes the logic of Chazil it's Tarufi and says, no, the Pasuk is really teaching me the Chatzir Shiur is asur min HaTorah. Fine, okay. So remember, we have either logic.
That's the source of Chatzir Shiur?
No, בגמרא אין פסוק. או חזל יצטרופי, either logic.
No, Chatzir Shiur, no, not the chametz, the regular.
No,
Less than Chatzir Shiur is
בגמרא,
not asur from the Torah.
Semi, חצי doesn't mean half. חצי means less than a shiur. Oh, I forgot to say it. Yeah, חצי שיעור means any amount. No, any you took the tiniest bite. Yeah, זה חצי שיעור. זה לא הכוונה פחות משיעור.
So chametz is a chubra or no?
No. Chametz, this is the problem with the Rambam. Chametz is the same as any other issue. Why do I need a new pasuk? If you took a bite from anything, from chelev, come on, basar v'chalav, so look, he's asking you now, but he's coming with an answer. This is a fascinating answer. Look further. Yeah, no, זה קושיה חזקה מאוד.
Why does the word kol cover it all? Kol means anything, even a dime, right?
No, but
why doesn't it cover for everything? Why do you need the hatzik pasuk? Why just kol take care of it all?
No, חצי doesn't mean חצי.
I know,
חצי doesn't mean
I know. So why
even any amount?
Why does the kol pasuk cover it?
Let me give an example.
No, we're asking what hatzik.
Listen good. 10 people, 10 people are beating up a person with a baseball bat. Everyone can kill him. If the first one would stop, he would die in 5 hours. Second, the last one killed him. The last one killed him instantly. Do you kill the guy or not? The last one.
The last one.
I'm bringing it for a reason. It says in the Chumash.
The first guy did something too.
It says in the Chumash. ואיש, תקשיב. איש כי יכה כל נפש אדם. The same כל. מה זה איש כי יכה כל נפש אדם? איש כי יכה, if you strike.
Everyone had a part of it.
Says Rabbanan, call only if you kill the entire person. If he was beaten already 9 times before, he would have died anyway. He has only 10% of 5 minutes of living. You're not being executed for that. Of course, it's asur with that. Comes Rabbi Yehuda ben Beteva and says the exact opposite. Kol means any amount of life.
The guy number one also was vulnerable.
It's the same word. Kol chelev, any amount of chelev. says Rabbi
Or
Yehuda
it's
ben
complete,
Betera,
or could be partial.
it says Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera that if you kill a man, there's only a bit of life, it's still a person.
So all 10 of them are Chayav Mitzvah.
Depend on this
all
interpretation.
כן. לא, אבל למעשה, הוא murdered the guy. When is he dead? When did the Kohanim have to leave the room?
The word call is
The last
misleading
word.
because it could mean all 10 or mean one.
No,
It's misleading. It's not.
Sammy says something logical. He says, really, all of them are murderers.
Yeah.
But he didn't die from that, you see?
The last blow.
He would have died in 4 hours, 5 hours, 4.5. You are a murderer for sure, but to be executed for murder is you have to take his life away. The last one is the one. Now, this is like a sophisticated type of a murder, fine. So let's go now to the Mishnah Melech and see what he's saying now.
Probably I'm not clear. That last person that he had 10% life left in him, and he killed him. There were 10 people.
A person that was beaten already, and we know for a fact that he's dying from it, doesn't have a normal life expectancy as me and you at Me'avesri, yes? He has now 15 minutes of life. Is it considered life or not? According to Rabbanan, if you kill him, you are patur from Itah. According to Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera, you are chayav mitah. Why? You have 15 minutes of life. This is life. The argument is based on the interpretation of the pasuk kol nefesh. I'm comparing it to this Gemara. Yes? If kol chelev says any amount of chelev, this is exactly how Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera is learning over there. It says Yishki Aker kol nefesh. Any amount of nefesh, the man has life.
Well, you can't say call. You have to eat all the chaylev.
Correct. Chalev. Achila is always kazai. This is the point. Achila is kazai. The Torah added the extra word kol. Obviously, the Torah did something.
Is there any learning in Kol HaBachor when you have the word Kol? Is there a learning from Kol HaBachor in this?
He remembers that we read on the holidays, Kol HaBachor Asher Yivaled B'Karcha.
Why don't you just say Bachor?
Kol, no, Asher Yivaled B'Karcha. Not only by a lamb, not only by a cow, not only by a sheep, not only by a goat. Kol HaBachor.
So if it says Bachor, then you don't need all the other ones.
What?
If you have Bachor, then you don't need all the other things, all the other examples, no?
To be honest, I'll give you an answer tomorrow. You're right.
You can't have it both. You can't have it both ways.
Kol HaBechor. לא, הוא שואל שאלה יפה, הוא אומר כתוב, כל הבכור אשר ייוולד בבקרך הזכר תקדיש להשם. מה זה כל? הבכור אשר ייוולד בבקרך. If we are taking now the call
as this interpretation,
something special,
We have to learn something.
something,
and it applies every place.
אני בטוח, אבל צריכים להסתכל, I really have to look in ספרי.
So tomorrow's good. Tomorrow, I could wait this many years. I'll wait till tomorrow, Rabbi Prague. Let's finish going on. It's not fair.
The rabbi question.
לא, זה שאלה טובה מאוד. לא, זאת אומרת, באמת, סמי, we have to look now by computer. every מצווה, כן, איפה שכתוב המילה כל, מאכלות אסורות. Normally, I mean, first I'm going to look at the Torah, look at the pasuk, כל הבכור, look at פרשת ראה.
And more?
Look at the pasuk.
We'll do it later, but don't stop. We'll figure that out.
Let's continue the Mishnah Melech.
Maybe you could do for homework.
Look further.
That was too good at that, Monty.
So now, ולפי זה, look at the משנה למלך 3 lines further. ולפי זה יש לתמוע על רבינו, למה לקרא בחמץ בפסח? The same question. הבכל איסורים שבתורה קיימר לה, חצי שיעור אסור מן התורה. Now, he repeats the second question. ותו, דאי מקרא, איפכה אבל למלך. If you're using the word, לא יאכל, אכילה means כזית. Now listen to this. This is names you will never hear. משנה למלך is the main commentator on the רמב"ם, באמת הגאוני הספרדי מבהיר. וראיתי לערב מהר על נח. 100 years before him, this is 300 בתשובה, שהוגשה לו קושיית מרן ותירץ. שמע, here is the first answer you hear. ותירץ, באיסור חמץ לא דמי לחלב, ומשם למדו לחצי שיעור אסור, משום דחלב אסור לעולם, ולא היה לו שעת היתר, מה שאין כן בחמץ,
Oh, interesting.
שמותר קודם הפסח, ולכך הוצרך פסוק בפני עצמו בחמץ. Beautiful. What does this say?
Beautiful.
This says chavetz is asur from day one. The minute a lamb is born, cheleb, chavetz, asur only for a specific time for the 7 days. So he says without the pasuk, I would say this concept of chatzis shiur asur milato
Doesn't apply to Chametz.
doesn't apply. It's מאוד יפה.
It's
תשובה מאוד
only
יפה.
temporary in
תשובה מאוד
existence, so to
יפה.
speak. It's not even,
Now,
it
if
doesn't
you
change actually.
if you understand what he's saying, you have a very nice.
It's transitory.
The Gemara over there is talking about Yom Kippur, and Yom Kippur is also issue for 1 day.
Right.
How do I know? You realize the Gemara right away begins. There is a machloket Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish every Chatzi Shiur. We apply it to Yom Kippur. How do you know? Maybe Yom Kippur is issue for 1 day. I mean, in our language, Larry, you say it like this. If it's asur forever, it's a asur chafta. The object is asur.
Yeah.
If it's asur only for 7 days or for a day, it's me. I cannot. You cannot
It's
say that
different.
this is
The
asur.
object or
You
the
can't say
person.
that this is asur. I mean,
Yom Kippur, I learned from Pesach.
well, this is it. This is the point. The Rambam is bringing this to tell us, even those. מאוד יפה, אתה מבין? Otherwise, איך הגמרא... See, so the Rambam here is not only telling me Pesach, it's telling me Yom Kippur. Because Yom Kippur, according to it, the Maranach, תשובה יפה מאוד, because normally if the Isur is temporary, you cannot say that the object is Asur.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Tomorrow is Mutar, yesterday was Mutar, today it's Asur. It's Asur. Muksesh with the Rabbanan, we're talking about Isur Achila.
But here is from day one.
Like we're talking about
day one.
Joseph, we're talking about Isur Achila. Listen what he's saying now. Listen what the man is saying. Says, והוליד מזה, look further. והוליד הרב, זה מרנח, is הרב, והוליד הרב מזה, זה ביום י"ד, בשעה שישית ולמעלה, אין איסור תורה בפחות מכשיור. He says, if he says my answer is a good answer, only on the 7 days, if you eat a bite, it's a sur. But if you eat on Erev Pesach, it's shiur. Why? Because we saw in the Rambam yesterday, yes? We saw in the Rambam, if you remember. Look a second.
Yeah, because it changes on the day from the first day to the second to the Erev Yom Tov, it's different.
On the 7 days, if you eat chametz, it's karet. If you eat chametz, Erev
Erev
Pesach,
Yom Tov.
even if you eat kazayit, it's not karet, it's only surla. So the pasuk lo ya'acher is written only the chametz of Pesach. You realize the base.
Yeah, but Rabbi, it's Erev Pesach, not Pesach. It's Erev Pesach.
From the 7th hour
Understand.
till the night, he says, if you took a bite, then it's not a sur. Then it's not a sur min Torah. Now, why is it important to understand it? Let's go back now. So we have one answer. The answer number one is even Isur, it's called in the language of Halakha, Isur Zmani. Even if the Isur is a temporary Isur, only for 7 days, only for 1 day Yom Kippur, any bite is Asur. Comes the Noda Yehuda 300 years ago. This is what he said. What was the logic of Rabbi Yochanan? Chazir el Sarufi, which means I took a bite from non-kosher food, I can eat right away another half, so the two are one. What happens if someone took a bite of a pizza a minute, a second before Pesach is over? What happened?
And then the second bite after Pesach?
No. Chatzika, no. A minute before sun is setting. Pesach is over. Pesach is over 7 p.m. He took it 6:59 and a half.
Did he have the second half at 7:01?
If he gets the second one, it's not Pesach anymore.
No, I want to know.
Bite. Says the Noda Yehuda, you know why the Rambam gives me a pasuk here? Again, what was the logic of Rabbi Yochanan? You took a bite, you can take another bite.
Oh, here
And the other
you
bite
can't.
makes the two a one. Here you
The second
cannot.
bite won't do anything.
But it says call.
So
Well, the second bite, you're allowed. The first bite, you're not.
if you would learn from the pasuk call, I would say only if the two can become one.
But in this case, still it's
Ramban
asur.
needed a new pasuk is said by Chametz, a new pasuk by
Even the half.
Chametz,
Even half without
even a half
without
it
the
can never
consequence.
be mitzvah.
Without the risk of consequence,
This
it's
is
still
the-
no good.
This is the Rabbi Yehuda.
You could say that. You could say that of Yom Kippur also before Yom.
The same, Sammy said before, this is the source. It's exactly the same. If this is the source of Kippur, of course, it will be the same. If the idea is from Kol Chelev, and Kol Chelev is. This is, listen to this. This is something fascinating now.
What about if you did half a malacha before Shabbos and half?
לא, ההלכה היא כמו רבי יוחנן. ההלכה כמו רבי יוחנן, חצי שיעור אסור מן התורה, זה ברור.
Because of הסתריף.
נכון.
There's no הסתריף, אולי זה לא
זה מה שהוא רוצה להגיד, אבל לכן הרמב"ם מביא לנו פסוק מיוחד בחמץ, הוא אומר שחמץ is so serious, שאפילו אם לא יכול להצטרף גם כן אסור.
Yeah, but Rabbi, aren't we just judging him on the half that he did? I understand you're trying to join the two together. In the time when he's allowed to eat, he's not.
Ever said
Hopefully on Pesach could eat half a shiur, half a kazayit, and still be in the limit.
It's not you can, it's not you can.
No.
Everything is asur for asur.
Yeah.
Since we have to try to minimize,
So get it
the
one level down.
Avera, one level down. Everyone agrees that if you eat less.
Wait.
This
One
on
level
Pesach,
down.
that exception exists on
We
Pesach.
don't talk about it in a second.
What's the punishment? What's the punishment for Isur Hana'ah? Let's say you eat.
There's no punishment for Isuana.
So you know what I'm trying to say? That the Chazil it's tarufe because of Hana after Pesach.
Mel, what was your question, Mel? What was your question? It disappeared.
He's putting
Mel?
on filling. He's putting on filling, Rabbi Prague.
תשמע טוב, סם, זו שאלה מאוד יפה. אבל this I have to show you, I have to read you the Ramban.
Okay.
The rule
I'll take
is,
your word for it.
תשמע טוב, the rule is, as Rani mentioned, if I have a choice, I mean, I'll give you an example. I know a fellow, as it happened, took a summer vacation in the Swiss Alps. He was driving, the narrow. Anyway, Hashem Yishmerenu, he had a serious accident. He is by a helicopter being taken to a Swiss hospital nowhere. It's Erev Shabbat. There's nothing kosher in the place. And it's a pikuach nefesh mamash. Pikuach nefesh. So he was calling his rabbi, what should I eat and which amount should I eat? Right? Okay, so for instance, if you have a chicken cheeseburger or a meat cheeseburger, eat a chicken cheeseburger, yes? Why, if you eat a meat cheeseburger, it's asur, basar is never allowed, close basar b'chalav, chicken cheeseburger, לא asur,
There's no basar b'chalav and non-kosher.
בדרבנן, לא בדרבנן. יש לך עוף, לא בשר עוף, the man has to eat protein, יש לו ברירה. יכול בשר בחלב, let's say, או עוף בחלב. The chicken and the meat is not kosher, but the bechalav is an extra issue. Buy a chicken.
Only b'chalav applies to kosher food.
No. Listen to what he's saying. What happened? What happened if you
McDonald's
have?
cheeseburger. He's saying is that
No.
No,
Separate.
it's true, basar b'chalav.
There is. Why? Because it's beef. If it's horse meat, you're right. If it's horse meat, camel's meat. אם הבהמה טהורה, לא משנה אם שחטו אותה או לא. I said, you understand, he thought that because it's asur anyway, נכון, by pigs, אין בשר בחלב בפig, נכון, אותו דבר, camel, תשמע טוב עכשיו, we have a חולה on Pesach.
What you eat.
And we are going to give him small quantities. I have a choice between a small quantity of chametz or a small quantity of
unkosher chicken.
no.
Unkosher chicken.
Tishma. Normally before today, we would say it makes a difference because it's chati shiur. Chati shiur is chati shiur.
Which is the lesser of two evils.
It's a yofi. Says Rav Soloveitchik, Tishma is a yofi. Omer Rav Soloveitchik, you know what the Rambam is telling us. Listen good. If you take chati shiur of a cheeseburger or chati shiur of non-kosher, it's the same. It's less. Chametz has a name. Chametz. It says don't give him the chametz because they have a special pasuk.
What about chametz ta'arovet or chametz nukshos?
Kosher
Tomorrow, we
chicken,
might put
then
it
the
tomorrow,
chametz.
we have to finish.
So that's interesting. That means the difference.
I would eat hummus before I ate pig.
But no,
Today,
no,
today.
wait. Pig,
But I said
no,
pig
wait.
is-
Pig is different. Pig is different than chicken on kosher
This
chicken.
Emmy says you would eat, and he's right.